Hear me out. Rufus is hot.
Well, just because he's naked all the time?
Yep.
Blake doesn't know how to pick up dog poop.
We're about to get out of here with nobody offended.
I
There were
did.
just times where the grass would pull the bag and my thumb would slip into the turd.
Yes, because
That's
you weren't
so
doing
nasty.
it correctly.
Yeah, it was nasty. So I'm like, Megan, you do it from now on. Hello. Welcome back to the Sorta Brothers podcast. This is episode 20. They said it couldn't be done.
That's right, dude. That's right.
What was the percentage you said? Like podcasts that make it to 20 episodes was like less than 1% or something?
It was something like that. Like it was like,
Let's go.
as you went up, it was like 80% don't make it past like 5 episodes.
Easy.
But then it was like 20 episodes. It's like under 1%.
Yeah. I
Look
feel
at us
good about
now.
it.
Round
I
of
feel
applause.
like anybody could make. That's surprising because I feel like, I don't know. I guess some people do podcasts on like headphone mics and just like what they have lying around. But I'm like, if you were buying mics and stuff and you quit in less than 5 episodes, that's tough.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a level of discipline that you need.
Yeah.
But also, like to your point, it's like you have to have discipline if you're going to buy like decent quality stuff like mics, because it's like you're investing.
Yeah. We are super disciplined.
Yeah. No, not necessarily saying that, but we did buy a lot of equipment. So like, why not use it?
Yeah. If we initially said our goal was a year. So if we hit that, I guess we'll have 52 episodes out, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
We're going to have to record an ep on like Christmas night or something. Dude, Christmas ep and we just share what we got for Christmas on the ep.
Yeah.
Could be fire.
Could be good. Or we just open presents on the
Dude, we got to get each other presents and then we do a gift exchange.
Yeah. Or maybe by then we'll have so many viewers that they'll send us presents.
Yeah, we'll just do like a mail bag
Like a P.O. box.
opening. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, sorry for advancing for my voice. I sound
gonna say.
super weird. I have some allergies going on, so
Okay. Been
Little
outside a
scratch.
lot?
yeah. This pollen going around, I guess, is killing me. But dude, my throat, it's like so scratchy.
The silent killer.
I know. I'm just like, I'm just like talking in the mic. Like,
Yeah. Pollen is the silent killer. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of pickleball. We've been playing some golf. Did you golf today? It looks like.
I did. Yeah, I literally didn't even realize that I still have my polo on. The shirt is like super.
I feel underdressed.
The shirt is like super air wicking. So I just literally right when I got home, I ate dinner and then like went home or went upstairs, packed my camera stuff and like came over here.
Yeah.
I just didn't even really think.
How do you feel like your golf game's coming? You've played like a few times this year already. Probably like a few, like you might have played like a couple times last year. I feel like you're on it's only May and you're on track for maybe an all-time season.
Yeah, I'm definitely on track for the most golf I've ever played in my life.
What'd you shoot today? Did you keep score?
Today, it was a 3-man scramble, and the group of guys that we had today was just phenomenal. On the 18th hole, I think we each took 4 putts to make a 10-footer, and so we were just messing around, but it's just phenomenal.
Vibes were high.
Yeah. At one point, like there was this one chip shot where it was like probably 50 yards out. We're at Boone Links, so they've like taken away all the bunkers.
Yeah.
And so over a bunker, but it's just like grass bunker pretty much, onto the green.
A grunker.
Bunker. You know what I meant. And then onto the green.
I was making up a grass bunker. I was making up a
I
word.
thought-
Dude, settle down.
Dude, I'm so used to you like correcting me when I say something wrong. I don't even realize. I'm not
I
even
just
like.
thought that he had actually said
Anyway,
grunker.
we're like, it's like, I don't know, like 50 to 60 yards, like chip shot.
Yeah.
And we each just kept yelling like mulligan. And like, I think we hit like for like a 8-person team or something, dude. And I think we got one on the green, and it was because I hit one, like my fourth shot, like landed on the fringe. And then we got up there and one of my buddies just like tapped it onto the green. It was like, we're putting.
Yeah, you get a club length. I played in a golf thing today that was like a match for the club. So it's like they call it the Masters, but it's not the real Masters that you're thinking of. But it's like a 64 team thing, and it started today. You like schedule your matches, so you play a May one, and then you're supposed to play a match every month in this bracket until they get a champion, dude. So I'm playing with my dad. Some of the worst golf we've ever played.
Really?
It was very bad. Started out hot, like pretty hot. Hit the ball really well. First hole, 2-man scramble. We 3-putted, bogey, lost the hole. I don't know how you 3-putt in that 2-man scramble, but we did multiple times.
Oh,
it was like
we 3-putted multiple times with a 3-man scramble.
Dude, in the back of my mind though, in a scramble, I'm just like, I'm just gonna hit this, and if it goes in, great. If not, we're good. Like, and then I would just forget that, like, oh, I just hammered it past the hole. We still have to hit that putt now, and then we were just putting really bad. So the vibes fell off pretty good. It got me thinking though. Do you feel like you play different? Like in sports, you play. Like, do you play to the level of your competition, you think? Like, if you're playing tennis or whatever with somebody that's really
Tennis
good,
is so
will
different.
you play your best game? Or if you're playing against, like, somebody who's never played, will you play like trash because they're trash?
Tennis is so
Yes.
different.
Yeah?
Tennis is so different. Tennis is the biggest, like, definition of what you were just saying. Like, if you play someone who's like way better than you, you'll play the best tennis you'll ever play. But like if you're playing with someone, at least in my experience, obviously I don't play a ton of golf, but when I do, like I don't play better or worse when I'm playing with someone better or worse. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's because with tennis, like I was actually playing competitive, so it's not like there was actually nerves or something, and then your nerves go down when you're like, well, I have nothing to lose, but I don't really have that same experience with like golf or basketball even. Like
Really?
no,
Yeah.
because basketball is such a team sport. Like, it's 5-on-5. It's like if the guy who's defending me, if he's like really quick on his feet, that's not going to make me like have quicker handles. Like it's just like
Yeah. I always noticed it a lot in ping pong. Like, like I'll play Ethan, and Ethan's very bad at ping pong. And I will just like play bad against him, and then I'll play somebody who's actually good, and I'm like actually hitting more shots.
I think it's just with racket sports or like sports where you're also depending on the speed of play that your opponent has, because something like ping pong, pickleball, tennis, those sports you can defend while playing offense. So like if you like smash a ping pong shot at me and I just are technically in a more defense position, like just like almost like hit a slice back, I could be doing multiple things. I could be like letting you like just drain your energy. I could be like hitting drop shots where I'm not exerting any energy because all your power is just bouncing off of my racket. So like I'm using your power, you know what I mean? So it's I don't know. I feel like it's definitely just those sports that were really in particular with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you feel like that in golf?
Somewhat. Like I think if it's like somebody else is playing bad or like my opponent or whatever, like I just feel like, I don't know, something with like the energy, and I just don't play as well. I don't know. I'm also just, sometimes I think I'm getting worse at golf, which is weird.
I'm not getting
like
better,
last
that's for
week
sure.
I felt like I was hitting the ball the best I ever had, and today I'm like, I might hang it up.
Well, I mean, 1 week isn't really a great tell, but
Yeah, you're like, I think I'm getting worse. And then last week I was hitting the best I ever had.
I know.
So that doesn't make sense.
But that might be it for me with golf. We've been playing a lot of pickleball.
yeah.
Getting into pickleball. Dude, when we were at the court the other day, so I don't know if I told you this, Megan. We showed up to the court and there was just like another group that was playing on a different court, and there was like 3 older men and then one kind of younger guy that was just kind of an interesting guy. And then, or no, it was like another young guy and 2 older men. And so they were playing for a while. Then like the 2 older men had to leave, and the guy stayed there with the other young guy and gave him a pickleball lesson. And they were doing like invisible, like they were playing pickleball with an invisible ball for his lesson.
Yeah, I don't. It's like funny because like we were laughing at that guy But that's like most of the pickleball community from what I've seen on the outside. Like,
They don't play with a ball.
no, that's like, it's like the guy, he came in decked out in everything pickleball gear. Like it was
And
like
he was the coach or the
the
guy
like
getting
instructor guy.
Yeah.
But like he was just
Ton of necklaces.
like, yeah, just like
pickleball
super
necklaces.
enthusiastic about it, which is great. But then it was like he was decked out in like super like on cloud, like everything. Like his outfit definitely cost more than his game. Like, you know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
like,
he had like and he was like trying to show the guy how to do things and just like moving and running. And you could tell I'm like, I don't think I'd want that guy instructing me. Also, I wish I would have taken a picture. When we walked in past like the gate, he had all his stuff sitting outside the gate there for a while. The phone was just like sitting upside down like this. I'm not kidding. It had 15 pop sockets on it. They were stacked
What?
on top of each other like this. And then there was like one down here. There were pop sockets
That's weird.
all over that phone. Like you could have like popped it probably up to here. Dude, I wish I
didn't
would have
see
taken
that.
a picture of that. Because Lacey and I got there first and we walked in and she was just like, holy pop sockets.
oh, I didn't see
Like,
that.
oh my. How
That
do you
is-
even carry that thing?
Why?
That is
I mean, you
Why?
have to,
It
like-
wouldn't even fit in your pocket.
You just have to do like one of these.
How old do you think that guy is?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. He was like the Jack Sparrow of pickleball, I feel like.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know how old Jack Sparrow was, but he kind of acted like that. Like he had that like misunderstood sort of personality and
Misunderstood
that's-
low
personality.
neckline, ton of necklaces.
I didn't
get what you're saying,
notice he had a
though.
ton of necklaces.
Yeah, he did.
I was just
Lots of necklaces.
yeah, I don't know. It was definitely interesting though, and I don't know. It's just kind of odd because we've been talking a lot about like buying like different paddles and stuff because I don't know. I still haven't bought a paddle. I still have a cheap paddle that I play with, but I don't know. I just don't feel like I want to drop like $250 on like a really nice paddle or like. But then I feel like if I drop $120 on a paddle, I'm gonna be like, why didn't I just buy the 250? Like if I'm spending $120, like,
Yeah.
I just want the best one. But anyway, all to say, like when we were watching this instructor guy, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it was the instructors that he was lending him, but it didn't look like it because when we saw them walk out and when they were getting in their cars, I'm pretty sure the guy who like literally looked like he had never played a game in his life, which is fine, but he had a $250 Selkirk paddle.
Yeah,
And I
that's
was like,
the guy you don't want to be though.
No, exactly. But I'm saying like, that's like crazy. Like, I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm like out of pocket for like not having like respect for pickleball, but like, I think it's such a fun sport. But if you're going so far as to like, and if you want to take lessons to get better, that's fine. But if you're just like searching up, because literally, if you don't know anything about pickleball, you just literally search up what's the best pickleball paddle. $250
what that guy
Selkirk
had.
is coming up, and he's just clicking by.
yeah.
Which is like, I guess there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It's just like, it's crazy to me that like,
And then he was
He's
just
doing-
like
spending that
he was
money
just
there.
like whiffing, like just swinging and missing at the ball.
Yeah.
I don't think that panel's helping you.
and then the guy's like, remember what we practiced? And he's like, we weren't practicing with a ball before. So technically I'm swinging.
The guy
where
was
I
so
was.
bought into it though because he would be like, you want to like set your feet and then all arm like this, and then like the guy would just like hit it bad and he would be like, you're so right, I just did the other thing.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I guess
anyways.
I can't be telling people where to spend their money, but I don't know.
I think it's fun. We'll have to keep playing.
It's definitely a fun game. It's just hard for me to see it competitive. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like it's hard for me to like go out and like having that Selkirk paddle sounds like fun, but I don't want to go out and spend $250 on it because then I feel like I'm like just right into it, like where people are just making it a competitive sport in their brain. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like everyone's like just like everyone who loves pickleball is almost just like manifesting that it's a competitive sport before it even is. And so then everyone just assumes it's a competitive sport.
They're,
You know what I mean?
I mean, they're professional players.
There are, but it's like there's not.
Why are
nearly,
you so averse to pickleball being accepted?
No, I'm just saying there's not nearly. It's hard because it's like
You feel like it's going against tennis?
that's probably some of it. But I'm just saying, like, even though like those professionals, they're not making any money off of those tournaments.
Yeah.
There can't be. There's not nearly as there's hardly any money in the industry right now. It's definitely growing, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
Doesn't LeBron James have a team?
He owns a pickleball.
no,
team?
that's what these people are doing though. No, yes, he has a team. He's not supporting all pro tournaments
No,
though.
that's not what I said.
You know what I mean? So it's like in some random league.
I said he has
Justice
a
is
team.
on one.
What? No.
We're gonna shut pickleball down. I did a shirt one time.
Okay,
because
why?
there was a
No,
guy-
I wasn't trying to say anything against you. I was saying, like, to your point.
No, I know.
Yes, he does have a team, but I'm pretty sure that was like in a specific like league or something.
Yeah, I don't
That
know
wasn't like my point
it
is like
works.
if I'm like, okay, I want to be a pro pickleball player. If I become a pro pickleball player, then it's like I feel like you still have to have a part-time job.
Yeah.
Like it's like you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like that for CrossFit too for a lot of people. Like only the top guys are really making
Oh
money.
yeah. Yeah, CrossFit's or I guess similar, I guess, in that aspect, but
Yeah. One time I used to listen to another podcast that was like a comedian and his best friend. They did a podcast together, and his best friend was a big tennis guy, and he was always mad because he hated pickleball because he's like, this is before like pickleball courts were really becoming their own thing, and he's like, I'm always like taking my kids and we go play tennis, and there's just pickleballers on the court.
yeah, that
And
was
we
annoying.
can't like actually play tennis. And so they said they were going to start like the anti-pickleball brigade. And so I made like a shirt that had that on it, and I like emailed it into the podcast, and they talked about it on the podcast. And he was like, the comedian's girlfriend did all their merch and it was bad. And everybody in the comments was like, this merch is so bad, like get somebody to actually do it. And so his like friend put the merch on the screen, and the guy was like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, good job. Like he was like just mad that the guy even brought it up.
Yeah.
He was like slamming his girlfriend.
No, yeah, I think it's super fun, and obviously we played a lot, but yeah,
Cool.
definitely taking over tennis though.
Dude, I got like I don't think
The
this will be a reoccurring segment, but something we could do. We were talking with our friend this week, and she was talking about this, like, she had like this hot take, and she was like, there's this thing, like people are saying like, hear me out. Like it'll be like somebody that's not attractive, but you think's attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And she had one. She thinks Shane Gillis is like super hot. I don't understand that, but that's like, hear me out. And I'm like,
Okay, what's
but
the hear me out? What'd she say after hear me out?
No, it's just like
she said he had like a good voice and that he didn't look like he had Down syndrome, which
is crazy.
good voice. Yes. Down syndrome. He does look like that sometimes, but that's
Voice,
okay.
Yes,
He's got a good voice.
Good voice is in like an attractive voice.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I guess he's got like a good voice for comedy, I guess, but I guess she thought his voice was hot.
I don't know. I guess
Okay,
he
those are
kinda
two
has
different
a
things.
deep-ish voice. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I got a list of people here that could be on my hear me out list. And I got like maybe 20 names I wrote down. I'm going to rattle them off. You tell me if you agree or not.
So
Megan,
we're not doing this as a Mount Rushmore then?
no. You guys tell me whether, if you have
Oh,
some, you
I'm
can
also
read them as
doing
well. Tell me, there's some guys on here too.
Oh,
So you tell
okay.
me if that's a good hear me out, or if they're
Is this like-
actually hot, or if I'm crazy.
We're going rapid fire.
We
Like
can, unless there's somebody you want to
so
talk about.
so and so. Yes. No.
Unless you want to be like, whoa.
All right, hear me out. Elastigirl, Helen Parr.
Okay, that's like a common one.
Yeah,
I mean, I would say that
Not
is a hear
necessarily
me
for
out.
me,
I
but
don't, not
it's
for
a common
me,
one,
but
yeah.
I would say whatever the girl's name with the silver hair is more.
silver hair.
No,
oh
no.
yeah, that like ties up Bob.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
She's
sure.
hot.
Yeah, but that's not a hear me out. She's like made to be hot.
Yeah, that's
Helen's
true.
Yeah, I guess
hot.
that's true.
But I disagree with both. Move on.
You don't think so?
You don't
I used to
think
see
that's
a
what-
meme
what is her
that
name?
was just a last thick girl. And
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah. That's a common
she's
one.
like
She-
she's crazy in that suit. The girl dragon from Shrek.
Nope.
No.
watched those?
What?
She's got like the best eyes.
Oh my
Seriously,
gosh.
she
No,
does,
you're
dude.
joking.
when she like leans in and
Bats
she
her
like
eyelashes?
bats her
Oh my
eyelashes.
gosh, you guys, you're on one about this Shrek thing.
No.
Hot breath, but also hot eyes.
Shrek in human form.
That's on here.
That is hear me out, yeah.
Let's switch it up with a human person.
Okay.
First Lady Laura Bush.
You'd have to show me a picture.
Just think of like an old, nice first lady who's like back in the day. You're like, okay, she
No.
could probably no.
No.
Just whatever popped in your head. You're like, that's pretty ugly. Okay.
Well, okay.
Honestly,
I'm
back
not
in the
calling
day,
them
I
ugly.
think George Bush might have been. I might have thought he was kind of a good-looking.
I'm not
older
calling them
man.
ugly. I
Heck
just
yeah. Now watch me hit this drive. We have to stop terrorists. Now watch me hit this drive.
Okay.
This one I think is like the most realistic, potentially. Emma Stone. Like not hot, but something about like the character she plays. I guess she seems cool. I don't know.
What character? She plays multiple.
The characters I said, like she's in Spider-Man. She was in like
I guess
Crazy Stupid
I guess
Love.
kind of. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's something a little bit there, but nothing like. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know.
You don't like redheads.
Didn't say that.
Human Shrek. Speaking of redheads,
Yes, human Shrek.
Kim
Human
Possible.
Shrek, I can probably get by that.
Kim Possible.
Kim Possible?
I'm a sucker for like the animated
You
girl
like
characters with
redheads.
the
That's what we're
big
finding
hair.
here.
That is-
You got big hair. I'm in.
You like redheads. That's what we're finding.
Ron Stoppable probably would have been on my list. I,
Ron
for some
Stoppable?
reason, thought liked him.
Is that the rat?
No,
That's
her
what I thought at
friend.
first.
That is a guy.
What's the rat's name?
Rufus?
Rufus.
Dude, I
Hear
actually
me
talked
out.
about that recently. I got on the Amazon app, and you know how like apps will have like ask whatever, like ask Siri, but Amazon's is ask Rufus. Doesn't that seem like a weird AI
It's
bot
a random name. I feel
Hear me
like.
out. Rufus is hot.
Well, just because he's naked all the time.
Yep.
Ooh, Kim Possible over Shigo?
Don't know who that
Shigo
is.
is just Kim Possible, but with different colored hair.
Is that the one where she has
Right?
black hair or something?
Kind
she's
of,
like
yeah.
black and
But she's
green.
like a black lip. Like it's.
got
Ew,
black
no,
lip?
no. Ew, ew,
And she
boo,
does-
boo.
okay.
Ew.
She doesn't
Okay,
have
we
black
don't-
lip. She's got all right.
She's like
human-
black lip gloss or lipstick on or whatever.
Okay, Steve Carell.
Facts.
Yeah.
Steve Carell as an old man is way better than Steve Carell.
Dude's had a glow up, yeah. Ever
Huge
since
glow
that hair transplant from
Yeah.
season 1.
Good for him. Kronk.
Yeah.
Kronk is kind of.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't watched that movie in a while.
Kronk is literally like Gronk. He's like dumb as can be, but he's good looking. So it's kind of like balances out.
Yeah.
Bo Peep.
Wait, what is that even from? I forget.
Toy Story.
Dude. She always got the
Oh.
bonnet and the big old dress on.
Yeah, which one? Bo Peep, like original Bo Peep, or like Bo
Oh,
Peep
she's
from
got
like
that like
Toy
ninja
Story
outfit
4?
in the
Yeah.
fourth one. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
not for me.
Yes, dude. You more of a Jesse guy?
Not for me.
Well, Jesse's
No.
a redhead.
No. I would have guessed her for you, but no.
Harry Styles.
I can't say yes. No.
That's one. Obviously, I think like a lot of people think that he is very good looking, but I don't think he's like
If he wasn't
typical
Harry Styles,
attractiveness.
though, would he be?
If he wasn't Harry Styles, then what would he be?
I don't know. People think he's like
don't know.
amazing. Like,
Styles
Bald
Harry?
Styles. Smooth Styles.
Hmm.
What?
I don't think that would be a hot take though, because so
Yeah,
many
maybe
Yeah,
not.
for
people
real.
think he's attractive.
Okay, a couple more I got to rattle off here. I put Sid on the list from Toy Story.
Oh, I thought you said. I mean, he said the sloth.
No, Sid,
Ew.
the little boy.
No.
Here's my
Sid the little boy.
dude. But think
Chill.
about it. You get him young.
Wait,
He
what?
grows up to look like Will Poulter. Will Poulter.
Okay,
Used
we
to look
can't.
exactly
Will
like
Poulter
Sid.
is not Sid from.
Are you saying you are attracted to a little boy?
No. Cut that out, yo. No. He's animated. I'm not attracted to him. Let's
But
get
you
out of here.
said,
Get me out of
"Hear me
here.
out." But you said, hear me out.
Velma Dinkley. Dude, is that another redhead?
Yes.
No,
you're
she's a
literally into
brunette.
redheads.
She's a brunette.
She's a brunette.
She's
She's a
No,
brunette.
no,
What's
in the
the redhead
original,
one?
she's not, right?
Daphne's a redhead. Velma's brunette.
Okay. Sandy Cheeks. She's always wearing that bikini top. But she's also a squirrel, so it goes.
Yeah, no, just wait. You're like, hear me out, and then they do one of those episodes where they go to the like to sea level or whatever, and they're on an island, and then she's a actual real life squirrel, and you're like, yo, chill,
Got that big old tail. Dude, did I ever show you the picture of that squirrel that we saw down in Florida?
Yeah, you did. You showed me.
Right, cool.
Speaking of that, I saw one of those on the golf course, dude. It was insane. A huge
giant
squirrel, yeah. And it was like digging, yeah. And it was digging in the dirt, like burying something. It was massive. It was like that.
There's never been a squirrel like this. This squirrel was like pursuing us. It was walking towards us. It got in our golf cart.
Yeah.
Trying to drink the high noons. Okay, last one, Will Ferrell.
I can see that, I guess.
Yeah.
Good looking guy.
Yeah. All right. I feel like there was very few that we really aligned on.
No, it's
basically
because-
just Human Trek.
No, it's because you just
Human
kept
Trek was on
naming
my list.
animated redheads.
No.
Do you want to hear
Is
my
Helen
other
Parr a
lists?
redhead?
No, she's brunette.
Okay, let's go. Emma Stone, Kim Possible. Those are the only redheads. I guess Sandy Cheeks has got kind of like a reddish hair. Okay.
I had Human Trek on. I tried to make a list. It's not very long. Basically just Human Trek. I put Scotty McCreery on here. I felt like I had to. I'm not so much anymore, but I was obsessed when he was on American Idol.
Well,
With how he looked?
Yeah, I just did with him.
you know
in
who
general.
sticks out to me as the girl on American Idol that I had the biggest crush on? Well, I'm not going to remember her name. Hold on. There was, she sang that original song and she was like a Christian. It was like right when you and I started dating. She sang
It's
like
not
a,
Tori Kelly, is it?
no, it was like, no, she became really famous. You Set Me Free, Angie Miller. She sang this original song. But I don't know what she's doing now.
But yeah, he was mine. The other ones are well,
We're just attracted to animated characters.
and Kovu from Lion King 2.
Who?
Kovu,
Which one is that?
the
that the
guy.
monkey?
He's like Scar's son or something. It's
Who
a
did Scar
lion.
have a son with? Okay.
That's not a hot take though. A lot of people on the internet, I've seen it before that
They
people think he's attractive.
Kovu's hot.
Also, Nick from Zootopia.
No, I can get behind that.
Is that the sloth?
No.
No, it's Jason Bateman in Fox.
Oh,
form.
well, yeah. He's like basically just Jason
Yeah.
Bateman.
Maybe Jason Bateman is one of mine. I don't know.
Jason Bateman
No,
is
that
the
Fox
poster child
specifically.
for just being himself in like every role. He's just himself.
Yeah, really
And then
quickly.
he made a whole career out of it.
Who else does that though? Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Who else?
I mean, I feel like kind of The Rock. The Rock isn't being himself, but he like became this
One
person
character.
in WWE, and he's the
Yeah.
same person throughout
Yep.
every movie.
The Rock, Ryan Reynolds.
Kevin Hart, I would probably say, is also the
Probably
Yeah,
Kevin Hart.
Hart's the same.
Except for that like random movie he did where his wife died. That was tough.
I don't know why I keep thinking. No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like Chris Pratt is kind of himself in a lot of things as well.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
He's always kind of that character. I don't know.
We're getting more
Who's
off
the most?
topic now.
Who's the most like? Who's the best actor in terms of being able to play different roles? I feel like maybe like a Matt Damon or a Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hot take: Leonardo DiCaprio is overrated.
Why you say that?
because if you watch any movie he does, he has the same accent in every movie, and it's just slightly off his normal.
Did you tell me Wolf of Wall Street, he sounded the same as Revenant?
Pretty much, dude. He literally, I don't know how to do it.
Revenant. You got
I'm
his
not
whole
going to
back
say.
ripped off.
I'm not going to say like I'm not going to talk how he talks. I would be horrible. I just don't, because I don't even know how to do it. But it's like almost like this country twang, and like for the Wolf of Wall Street, it's like country twang, but then he just like shortens his sentences so it sounds like New York, or I don't know. It's like, but he's like, to me, it just sounds like I don't know. I just feel like he almost gets into a character, like we were saying, for each movie, and maybe slightly changes it, or it feels slightly changed because he's in a different script. But it almost feels like every time I watch Leonardo DiCaprio, it's just him acting like as this character that he always acts as. Like he has himself and then this character that he turns into when he's acting in a movie. But he's that same character in all movies. I'm not saying the story has him in one place, but I'm saying like just in the way, like his characteristics and it's the way he moves.
Yeah.
They're just so similar. Like, what was that show that came on Apple TV
Oh, I don't know.
with him in it recently? Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, yeah.
That one, literally go watch the trailer and then watch,
Wolf of Wall Street, same movie.
what is it? I forget. Shoot. What was I just? No, it's not Wolf of Wall Street, but I was literally watching this movie with Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
It's not
A couple
Once
days.
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
No, yes, it is. I don't know how I forgot that
Rick
name of that
Dalton.
movie. Dude, watch that movie and then watch the trailer of Killers of the Flower Moon. And when he, like, in the trailer, he opens up the door, like this guy's knocking on his house, and he's like, "Why are you here? Like, there's nobody here." Blah blah blah. Just talking to this like sheriff, and he literally sounds the exact same as he does in Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, but that's a bad example. Once Upon a
No.
Time in Hollywood is playing a Western.
No,
guy,
the reason
and then
why
he's playing a Western
the
guy.
reason why it ticks me off is because it's not that he's like, I'm not saying he's getting play or he's getting like hired to play the same role. I'm saying he gets hired to play different roles, and then every time, no matter if it's Western or not, he turns into a Western character. He has this country twang to his accent.
It could be. They're like,
Maybe.
yeah, they're just like, Leo, just try less Western. He's like, no,
I know,
I
literally.
don't do that.
Anyway, Robin Hood was also on my list, which is another animated Fox. So I was like, is this a pattern?
Megan loves foxes.
And then the last one was The Mandalorian, but only with the mask on. Don't take the helmet off.
Yeah,
Mask
it's just.
It is Pedro
he has said that
Pascal,
before
but I
where
don't.
he's
I don't
like,
love
He's
Pedro
like, it's
Pascal.
just like my bedroom voice.
Yeah, which
that he
Pedro
uses for
Pascal
The
would probably be a
Mandalorian.
hot take, but I don't think he's that attractive.
I've never
But-
watched The Mandalorian.
He just talks very like soft and seductively. As
Yeah.
the Mandalorian. Which
So
is kind
keep
of
the
weird
helmet
because
on,
he's
and
like
then it'll be good.
basically a bounty hunter, and he's just kind of seducing everybody.
Dude, that reminded me. I've been seeing a ton of ads for the new Planet of the Apes movie that's coming out. I used to be super into them when I was younger, like in middle school. I would always go over to my buddy's house and we'd watch. He had like 3 of them. And I'm like super out of the loop now. Haven't watched them in forever. Didn't even know they were still making them. They made one like whatever, like 5 or something a couple years ago, and now another one's coming out. And I was like, I didn't know this was still like a thriving franchise, but I've been getting all these like ads and just videos in general about like the new movie coming out, and it's kind of nuts. Like now I'm like actually, which is like just like bravo to the marketing team, but shoving it in my face. Now I actually want to go buy a ticket and see it, but like. It's pretty crazy. These guys, they like talk about, they go to ape school and they have to like learn how to become an ape because these movies,
The actors
yes,
that play the apes.
yes,
Okay.
because these movies are different. So like these videos that were coming up on my like social media, this guy was explaining in this or not, I don't know if I should call it a franchise or if that's the correct term, franchise. Okay, so this franchise started like back in like the 1980s or something, and the movies look like super crazy. Like it's basically like similar storylines, but the apes are just like, it's just practical effects. Like it's just people with wigs on and they just like walk around like normal.
It's
they
a
don't,
fine line.
but it's crazy because then like, I guess once we passed into the 2000s and they made like multiple movies, like 3 or 4. And then once we passed into the 2000s, they started to make these like newer ones where it's just like all like, like not animated, but what do you call it? I'm blanking. CGI. But now it's gotten so insane that like these actors are literally acting everything out and they just have like a billion sensors on them and the CGI literally tracks their every movement. So now it used to be where it's CGI where like I'm standing in for where the CGI person's going to be, but like it's only censoring my face. They're doing all the body movements. But now it's like, no, what they create full sets for this stuff and like are jumping around and like, it's insane. They'll do like these like screen wipes where it'll be like just people with prosthetic like arms running on 4 legs down like this like huge Hollywood set. And then like the screen like is like as it's wiping, it's like going into what you see in the movie. And like guys are just like turning into like apes and it's their exact movements. Dude, it's insane. Anyway.
Can you enroll in ape school?
Dude, I don't know. I might want to. That was a super long like explanation for all that. But what I was meaning to say was we were talking about accents and that kind of thing. The villain of the story
is an ape.
Yeah, but the villain of the story, the actor, nonstop. These videos are coming up on like my social media of him talking about how he found his ape voice. And you know how most people are like the It guy, the guy who played It the Clown.
Skarsgård.
And I'm trying to think of other people, but there's like been multiple people where it's like, if you have a cool voice in a movie, people are like, oh, do it. And you're like, sometimes they're kind of like, I get tired of it. No, this guy, no. Every chance he gets, he's talking in his voice.
Did the apes speak or are they literally just like, oh?
No, they speak.
They speak English?
Yeah, but it's like they're all like, well, it's because it's this whole backline story. Like the apes took over like years ago, and like they've like risen over the human like society or whatever. So they are now a bigger society than the humans on Earth, and it's like the apes control the humans now.
So there are humans in the movies.
Yeah, but
they're just like in zoos.
Nope, that's
flip the roles.
No, I'm not joking.
Really?
I'm pretty sure there's like in the second movie or something there was like this guy like this ape like talking about how he like doesn't know where the time's gone because like he like walked past the zoo and there were like trapped humans. Anyway,
it's like you
all
guys
this
are getting
stuff.
so big. They're like, don't touch the glass.
But no, this guy was like, dude, this guy. It sounds good, but it's just funny to me that like most people kind of get like annoyed about it. Like every time they're like, so how are you doing? He's like, I'm doing fine. Like he like goes into this insane voice.
Settle down.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I just like got like I just really like went through ape school and I didn't really know like what to do. And then my voice, it just came out of me and it was just like this ape voice and like, oh, and it's just like, I don't know.
It's just method acting. He goes home. He's just like on all fours.
Dude, probably.
His wife's like, can we not?
Dude, they talk about how they like the actors would just go out and like hang out with like apes to like try to understand like their movements.
Way. Not doing that.
Yes.
I like to think that in the early movies before CGI, it was just real apes and they just, whatever they were doing, they kind of like just directed where the story went.
Well, that probably would have been better than the freaking practical actors that let me look up a picture. But it was pretty rough.
What were you saying, Megan?
I was just gonna say we were also talking about like you're asking who is a good actor or in different roles. People that can act when basically the entire thing is CGI. I feel like they
like
should get props.
That's a lot of Marvel.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of real people, like people that are in like Avatar.
Avatar, yeah.
Where it's like their whole face, they got whatever, the blue dots crap. The whole set is fake. Like, it's just a green screen.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
No,
but I'll zoom it in for you, Megan.
Ew, it's so scary.
It's rough.
It's scary.
But also I like watched the clip of it and they're just walking on 2 legs and like it doesn't look realistic whatsoever. But anyway, yeah. I agree with
where it's like the whole set is a green screen.
and I agree with what you're saying. Like I guess I was technically kind of making fun of that guy, but like it's like he did insane. Like because I don't think I was giving as much props to them because I thought it was still a lot of CGI, like even with the movements. But no, like when these apes are like sprinting on all fours, no, this guy was actually on the ground sprinting on all fours with like these prosthetic, like lengthened arms. Like it's like insane stuff.
Yeah, I guess the lengthened arms helps. I was like, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, no, it's like they all have like a prosthetic that like probably doubles their like forearm.
Huh.
And then they like run. And they were saying like all this stuff about how when they were hanging out with apes, they like, since apes, it's like crazy lean muscle. Like when we relax, our fingers they don't go straight, obviously, but since our muscles have tension in them, they kind of like, your fingers just kind of like curl up a little bit. Well, apparently like the tension is even higher in apes. So when their hands relax, it's like that or something, like even little things like that they're like paying attention to. I don't know. Kind of crazy. Anyway,
I feel like the dream job, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know about my dream job, but like over being an actor, I think being a voice actor for like a Pixar movie or something would be sweet. Where you're just like in the studio and you're just kind of watching the scene, doing the sound for it and whatever. You ever see that video of Hugh Jackman doing the scene where he was running through the woods in Logan and he's like running and he's fighting the guys, but like you see side by side and he's in the studio and he's like in character.
Oh,
he's
that
like,
was
he's like swiping
that was
guys
different.
away. And
that was different though. That specific time, I'm pretty sure they had like a problem where like the director like hated the like scratch audio they got.
No, I know that's
guess it
different
wasn't
than an
scratch audio,
animated
but-
movie. I'm just saying like that's still what it would be like.
Right. Well, not all the time though. It would be cool to be a voice actor, but sometimes I don't think they don't have the final product. So like sometimes you literally have to be like, that's why I don't think I might not love it as much, because like sometimes you're just having to act out, like me and Megan are reading off a piece of paper and we're still trying to be in character. We're still trying to act it out. But like, I think most of the time for like these big animated movies, I don't think they see the final product. Like these videos where like this guy, like what's his name? I'm not here today. The guy who plays in Guardians of the Galaxy, he plays Rocket.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, when Bradley Cooper, like there's all these videos of him like acting in the studio, and then under it, it's like the footage of Rocket.
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually looking at the footage.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's actually, I would think, to your point, like harder even with that too.
I think a lot of times they animate it to the the actor's expressions and things like that. So the voice actor. But that would be neat. There's a guy, I've been really into fantasy novels.
We know.
But there's a guy that the internet found, or Instagram or something, that does this crazy like deep voice, and he's been reading like lines as the dragon in like one of these books, and he does this crazy, like it's in the back of his throat, like it's an insane voice, but it was like as a voice, it's just like crazy what people can do. But he was talking about how he like can't do that voice for super long because it like fries his vocal cords.
Yeah.
But
Somebody told me one time, you know that song like "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor,"
Yeah.
and then they scream. Somebody told me that guy died from like throat cancer because of singing that song all the time. But that feels like that's not true.
that would be Jesse and I went and saw Beetlejuice, like the musical.
Mm-hmm.
That guy that does that, like the lead, talks in a voice, like his voice is like raspy the whole time, and it's like this crazy like.
Mm-hmm.
And similarly was talking about how he has to be on like vocal rest basically when he's not doing it because of how crazy it is, and he's singing in that voice too.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we were like, I think we kind of talked about it where it was like, is that like a thing where it's like, this is probably my one time to be like the main character in a Broadway show. Do I just do it and accept that my voice is going to be shot afterwards?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Can you get cancer in your throat from
I didn't think
screaming
so,
too
but
much?
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's scary if you can.
We shouldn't have
'Cause
started
that
a
guy might
podcast.
wanna
We're
watch
using
out.
up valuable minutes on our voices here.
I'm here. Okay, I was gonna show you guys. So this is the ape's name in the movie is Proximus. Here, I'll just play. I was gonna like try to find an actual good video, but I'm just gonna play the trailer because Proximus, the guy, like screams in the beginning of it, or at least if this is the trailer I'm thinking of, or some.
Oh no, this guy died from heart disease, so somebody lied to me.
Okay, here we go.
Many great things. They could fly like eagles fly. They could speak.
This isn't
across
Proximus,
oceans.
but this is how they talk.
Yeah.
It is our time.
Oh wait, maybe this is Proximus.
It is
Oh, it says Proximus.
my kingdom.
But yeah, like hear how he's talking. So that was
Yeah.
I was wrong. No, I
It's just
didn't
like
think that was
almost like a really deep Yoda.
But yeah, exactly. That was
Deep Yoda.
no, it literally is though, kind of. But yeah, I didn't think that was him. But yeah, I guess that's him like giving his speech. So I guess the storyline is he's like trying to take over the other like ape
Yeah.
king or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Dude, we need to go see Fall Guy. It's been out.
Oh my, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it came out like last week or something.
Yeah, we do need to go see
Yeah,
that.
that movie looks fire.
This actually says you can get cancer from voice abuse.
Dang. Well, that guy died from heart disease, so whoever told me that was not being truthful.
I scream in my car so often, like
You scream in your car?
yeah, like to songs.
Oh, okay. You're just like,
I'm not like
I can't take it anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
Megan, you got anything for us before we get into some GTKTB?
GTKTB.
I can save
GTKTB.
the other thing,
I.
but
So you want to get to know the bros?
You want to get to know the bros right now?
Do you really want to get to know us better than you
we
already do?
can, I guess. I was just gonna say that Blake doesn't know how to pick up dog poop.
Okay.
It was really just a roast.
We're about to get out of here with
He-
nobody offended.
He can't.
New segment. We sit someone down in the fluffy chair and we roast him.
Yeah.
Blake, for the longest time,
Welcome
he
to the
kept,
hot seat.
he kept picking up dog poop and he was getting poop on his thumb. And I was like, how? It happened like 2 times. And I was like, how are you? Show me how you're picking up the poop. Because the way that I am doing it, there is no way that poop is getting on my fingers. Because you
babe.
put your hand, you turn the bag inside out, and put your hand through, pick it up and flip it back.
I don't
Right
like doing
side.
that anyway. Are you saying out when you're out on a walk?
Yes, we were on a walk and you have to pick
I
up
don't
the
like
dog
doing
poop.
it either. What do you mean?
And Blake was just
I don't want to do that. in my
Blake
yard.
was not flipping the bag. He was just putting his hands like around the edges of the opening and trying to get it that way. And
That's
so it
great.
was slipping and getting poop on his thumb, so I had to show him how to pick up.
Okay, you
the
didn't
dog
have
poop.
to show me how.
I
There were
did.
just times where the grass would pull the bag and my thumb would slip into the turd.
Yes, because
That's
you weren't
so
doing
nasty.
it correctly.
Yeah, it was nasty. So
Your
I'm like,
tongue-
Megan, you do it from now on. She was like, no. So I'm still doing it. We took them on a walk before we filmed this podcast. They pooped 4 times.
It's awful.
There's a lot of room for error in there.
No, there's not.
You've never got poop on your thumb?
No, I have.
Okay. Let's get to know the bros.
Not from
We settled
freaking
that.
picking up through a plastic bag. Anyway,
When did you get poop on your thumb?
when I was like 8 and I was running through our yard and I was running as fast as I possibly can. I went to turn a corner and I slipped. My bare feet
Slipped on a turd?
slipped on turd, and when I went to catch myself, my hand also went into the turd pile. Stuff. Anyway,
Dang, that memory's been buried down in you for a while.
it just came
These
out.
chairs are getting louder.
It just came out just like the Proximus voice. It's like, I can't even do a deep voice right now because of my allergies. It just comes out as a whisper.
You better go on vocal rest or
Don't say it. Anyway, okay, let's get to know the bros a little more. Okay, my question for you today is if colors had personalities, so the colors like red, blue, green, if they had personalities, which one would you want to be and what personality does it have? So like if you have a color orange, okay, I would want to be orange because orange, I think personally, orange looks like it has this kind of personality. You know what I mean?
What personality does orange have?
That's for you to decide.
Oh.
So I'm saying if colors had personalities, what color would you be?
Do you consider white a color?
Sure.
Yeah. Dude, what kind of... I don't know. Isn't there... There's probably like actually personality tests associated with colors that...
What? No,
You think?
this question is open to you. You can make this whatever you want, Blake.
I would say that I'll go white. White is the absence of color, and I like to just keep all my possibilities open.
Is
Is that a good answer?
I
Wow.
guess. What do you think of that answer?
I
Definitely
feel
not
like that was a
pink.
cop-out answer.
Because
Oh.
definitely not pink. Pink's for girls
I thought you were going to say something.
and other folks.
I guess if I had to go, I would say green. Here's why. Green, it reminds me a lot of nature. Green's a guy who,
Or girl.
or girl, he's a tough, she or he, is a tough person. You know, they're out in the woods a lot. I don't really know if I'm describing a personality now, but they're just a lot of
Just
nature. They
describing
love
activities.
nature. I don't know. Green just reminds me so much of like earthy tones. I don't know.
Yeah,
So I'd say green.
that's cool.
You said white because there was no color. The Dude, if you are you saying white because there's just no color, it just makes you sound depressed.
It's just the absence of everything.
I'm like, if colors had personalities, what would you be?
I'm
you're
just
like,
blue
no
because I
color.
like water. I think water would be a tough guy,
Oh,
and I like drinking it and just dumping it
You
all
like
over my body and
drinking.
then jumping in a big old mess of it. So that's why.
Whoa. I don't know. I just think green, he's got like he's a guy who you can count on. He's a guy that's not gonna, he's a guy that's gonna have your back in a fight.
Yeah, but earthy things is not a personality type, which was the question. Let's go through the colors, personality types,
Okay.
or like what would that person be like in one word ish?
Oh, one word.
Red, angry.
Angry. Yeah, yeah.
Blue, wet.
No, what? You're crazy for that.
That's not a personality.
Thank you.
Personality type.
Blue,
Personality
I'm
trait.
saying
Leader.
no. Well, okay. I'll go with it. Leader.
Yellow.
Pick it up.
Yellow.
Yellow,
Soft.
weird.
Yellow
Soft
was
and
weird. I don't think like
Yeah.
sunshiny, like
Yeah, maybe
Weird.
happy is a better
Yeah.
word.
Weird,
or
weird.
energetic.
Pink.
Girly.
Girly, yes. Purple.
Perfectionist. I didn't mean to
Purple
say
is?
perfection, but perfectionist.
Black.
It honestly just reminds me of Megan for some reason. Purple just
I'm
reminds
purple, apparently.
Black. Maybe like
Justice thinks I'm perfect.
I said perfectionist.
Megan, what personality
A
type is
perfectionist.
I don't know.
I'd say
Darth Vader.
yeah, like
black?
a
Yeah, Darth Vader.
like a drowsy.
Drowsy.
I don't know. Like what am I trying to say? Like
I don't know.
Emo.
I don't know. We can move on. Orange.
Hot.
I didn't say red hair.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, that was good. I feel like we
Should
really
I
got to
dye
know
my
each other.
hair?
What?
Should I dye my hair?
no.
Okay, unanimous no.
All right. You got anything else?
I don't.
Episode 20.
Episode 20, dude.
Wow.
Wow. Happy 20th episode anniversary. Sorry, I know we were ending the pod.
Yeah. You too.
Happy
All right,
20th.
see you.